welcome back to another episode of Locker Room Talk. It's your boy, Mr. Lock-In. Um, Today, we're going to be talking about what it is to be a man and how to be a man. So, at the end of the day, you don't want to miss this episode, so make sure that you tune in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the hard things. All right, man to man, me and you, mano y mano. We can't hide from this anymore. So, growing up with that man up culture, how it shapes confidence and silence. I was born in 1992, and I think a lot of people that grew up in my era from the 70s to the 90s, that they understand that we had to, like, if we fall and hurt ourselves on the concrete, you know, bust our head. We used to jump off bikes on ramps, fall face first. It was like man up, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had hard times and we went through stuff at young ages where it was like man up. You had to eat the shit. So it's like a lot of young men right now don't understand what that means because they coddled to the point where it's like they parents they silver spoon them. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. They do a lot of things like our kids are the kids that we raising now are the lames that we looked at when we was little. Like, dang, why he can't come outside, or why he can't sneak and do this, why he can't go to the movies with us. Like, like these kids, they got their face in their phones like this. They don't know how it feel to be hurt and got to keep going. They don't know how it feel to walk to school. Like, and I'm not talking about like down the street. I lived on one side of town. I had to walk to the other side of the town to, you know what I'm saying, to go to school. That was like the man up part of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying, walk your sister, y'all go to school. Like, so that's like one thing. Like, when it came to the man up culture, like, you know what I'm saying, like when stuff get rough, you got to man up. Like, I remember somebody took my 3-wheeler. You come back in the house with that 3-wheeler, we're gonna whooping your ass. That's what was going on. A lot of kids don't understand that. A lot of kids, like, nowadays, it's given. They don't gotta fight for nothing. It's like we was in it. We was deep in the shit. Like, you gotta be home before the street lights. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it. You finna go each and every place in your town or your city and go have fun, and might risk getting your ass whooped because you ain't home by the street lights. But it's just something you gotta man up about. You know what I'm saying? You might be 11, 12 years old and you want to show everybody, like, man, I ain't finna get in trouble. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, Another thing, that the way to always having it together, like, as a man, the way to always having it together is like, man, it's really hard because at the end of the day, what is having it together? A car, money, a crib, you know, looking socially above everybody else. I don't think that's like always like having it together. Having it together could be mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around a lot of people that had way more money than me and they don't have it together at all. You get what I'm saying? They're very emotional. They're not intact with the world. They kind of desensitized when it comes to feeling anything for anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like another thing that's weird to me. But the way to always have it together, bro, like, you could be around your guys, like, you know what I'm saying? He might got a car, he might got a car, you ain't got a car. And only thing I'm always say, I'm speaking from experience, and it makes you feel less of yourself. You're not gonna tell nobody, but it makes you feel less of yourself. So it's like you try to do things to not worry about it, or, you know what I'm saying? When you tell the truth, you feel better about things. And some people don't know how to tell the truth. So they'll look at you like you lame or something, or you weird, or, you know what I'm saying, like, you get looked down at because, oh, you might not have these Jordans, or you might not have this or have that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you don't have it together to the point of, like, how do I put this? Like, a lot of people don't have bills. They don't have bills and responsibilities. So it seems like they got it together, but they don't. You get what I'm saying? They don't have responsibilities that you have yet. So you have to acknowledge that when it comes to having it together. Just because you see people dressing fancy and doing all this lavish stuff, at the end of the day, these are the same people that go back home to their mom house or their dad house, or they go somewhere where they don't have to pay any bills or they don't have any responsibilities. You get what I'm saying? That's like the pros and the cons of, like, always looking like you have to have it together. And, like, as a man, like, they want us to always have it together. That's why I say, like, our generation, we grew up to where you have to do the hard things. We didn't have a chance to, like, not do the hard things, or we had to be stable because we seen other people be stable regardless of their situation or anything that they was going through. Um, Times I didn't have it together, it was plenty of times I didn't have it together, bro. It was like I remember like my first crib when I was like 18, and that was cool because like it's like probably like one or two of the guys had cribs, but you know what I'm saying, like I was like probably like the only one, like bro, like that had it together, that was like on his way, and I got lost somewhere in there, you know what I'm saying, like where I forgot who I was. Like everybody gonna go down the path where you forget who you was, but you have to acknowledge that I forgot who I was at some point in time, and went down a dark path and just spiraled, bro. It that didn't mean that's the person I was. It was just at the time what I was doing and how I was acting is what led to these things and who I was. You know what I'm saying? I always had a pure goal, bro. Like I always been, if I love you to the death. You know what I'm saying? The only and anybody to tell you this, the only people that like that messed it up is the people that messed it up. Like I don't mess it up for nobody. But I used to be around more than 200 people every day, any given time of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I know how I feel like in real life to like love people and then not be loved and then to go through things like alone. You know what I'm saying? So like it was plenty of times I didn't have it together, bro. When I first started my business, the whole year, bro, I didn't make no money, bro. I didn't make no money, like none at all. Like I probably had one job that paid like $200. You know what I'm saying? Every other month or something like that. And bro, it was like man, I had to buckle down. Like I got kids. It'd be the people that shy away and say like, oh yeah, they doing this, they doing that, they doing this. They ain't gonna tell you the truth, bro. It's only the ones that make it to be successful that's gonna tell you the truth. Um, Redefining masculinity. What traits define a good man today? Uh, Integrity is one. Accountability and empathy. Integrity, doing, what I'm saying, being the same person in my face and behind my back. You know what I'm saying them same things in my face and behind my back. Don't talk good on me in my face and then bad behind my back. That's not what a man is. As a man, like shout out to my little cousin, man. She told somebody before, she was like, my cousin don't like talking about people behind their back. And it's the whole this is my thing. If I love you, I can say it to your face. You know what I'm saying? If we gotta talk about it, I can say it to your face. I'm not a texter. I'm not a person that's gonna like I don't bitch out of conversations. I don't do none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like as a man, you should always have the balls to like, man, integrity is before accountability. So guess what? If I feel some type of way, bro, I need you to know this. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna chop it up, man to man, and that's what make things better. Accountability. This where accountability comes in. Accountability comes in like, bro, if I see you slacking a little bit or something, or I see you, you know what I'm saying, you going downhill, I'm gonna pick you back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold you accountable, bro. Like you know who you is. I gotta speak life into you. I don't want to disrespect you. I gotta speak life into you. I gotta make sure that you know that you want it. You want it. That I love you. That I care about you. So I'm gonna hold you accountable. A lot of people don't understand those two things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they get lost in it. And empathy, bro. I lost a lot of relationships in this last 4 years because people didn't know how to empathize with whatever I had going on, bro. Like, I got aunties out there. I got people that really love me from the streets, bro. From the streets. And they look at me now and they be so happy, but they look at the other people like, man, y'all don't even know who y'all got in y'all presence, bro. This dude, everything. Like, bro, I didn't went to meets and I just buried my uncle, my grandma. I didn't train days where like, bro, I was hurt. Didn't have like, I didn't have, I didn't have anything. Just myself, bro. Just the gym. You know what I'm saying? Um, I didn't have times where, bro, it wasn't about money with me. It was about understanding that this might take a little bit more time. And you went behind my back and was like, man, I don't care how he feel. I ain't dealing with it. You know? So as a man, bro, you gotta understand empathy, bro. When I tell my kids all the time, and it's something they do all the time, I don't see homeless people as a homeless person. I see somebody in a current situation that they're trying to get out of. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I always teach them, when you ride past them or you see them, you make sure that you get them something. You get what I'm saying? Don't think about what they're gonna do with the money or this or that. You know what I'm saying? You have empathy. Because at the end of the day, God always turns the tables when you laugh at others or when you put others down. So the balance between being confident and humble. You gotta have a balance, bro. Like one thing about me is and you can take this how you want to, bro. Like no matter how much I lift, and it's people in the gym that met me, bro. Like I said like caught a young dude. He probably squatting 135. I said that's a lot, bro. He's like, man, you geeking my head up. I said, why would I geek your head up? I don't need to geek your head up. I've been where you've been. I experienced what you feeling right now. You starting, you doing it, you putting in the work. That's cool. Um, but at the end of the day, I'm very confident in what I do. I know how to be humble around others. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to put nobody down and feel better than nobody. That's weak men attributes. I don't have none of those. I don't have to make you feel less of yourself to make me feel better of myself. I don't have to do those things. And you should never have to do that as a man. When you confident, bro, I don't have to. I was talking to another guy, man. He 33 too. Big, like 6'4", 6'5", huge. He said, man, why is it like when I go to the bar, bro, like people always want to mess with me, like, you know, like, bro, I'm just here to chill. People look at the muscles and the strength and be like, man, bro, we really, like a lot of people, you might run into people that lead with, I go to the gym and all that, but bro, we not, bro. We do this for a mental battle, bro, to be better. Like, we not here to provoke nobody to make nobody feel less of themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the humble part. But we are confident in what we do and we know what we're doing. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. That's how you should lead in life. Like, you should be confident in what you do, but humble enough to know that I could show you something, you can show me something, we can learn from each other. You get what I'm saying? Um, Brotherhood and vulnerability. How male friendships can be deeper than surface talk. Like, bro, I should be able to tell you something and I never hear from nobody else. Let me repeat that again. I should be able to tell you something and I should never have to hear it again. You get what I'm saying? If I tell you something in secrecy and confide in you, bro, it's like, but a lot of men got female traits. So you can't tell them something without them telling somebody else. That's the only way they feel like I got one up on him. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird nowadays. So a lot of dudes like me, you know what I'm saying, and plenty others that's out there in the world, be like, yeah, I ain't telling nobody shit. Because at the end of the day, what's a brotherhood without it being between us? If I tell you something, it's between us. It ain't between the next person or the other person, unless I tell them too, or unless you sit down together and I tell you. Um, I should be able to tell you when I'm hurting, bro. I should be able to tell you when I'm going through something. Just like you should be able to tell me that. And it's between us, but I know this. So I can see it on your face. Or I see it when you not acting the same. Like, you all right, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm checking in on you. We don't have enough of that no more because a lot of dudes are scared or insecure with themselves to the point where it leads to the point you tell me something like, man, hell no. Nah. I'm gonna tell bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He just said this, he said that. You know what I'm saying? So you can seem cool or something. Not cool, bro. Not cool. Uh, Building a community where men can be honest, man. I literally, I so hardly believe that in a gym is a place where we could build a community where, like, bro, we could be honest, bro. Contrary to your belief, like, I know a lot of women may think that men come there to look at women, but I'm telling you this right now, 100%. A lot of us don't even care that you're there. You doing the same thing we doing. You might hit a hard day. You might having a hard time being a mom. You might work might have been doing this or that. We ain't there to look at y'all. We there. We fighting our demons for real. You know. We maybe feel out of place. May not feel like we worth it anymore. Some of us want to kill ourselves. Some of us is going through things that a regular human couldn't even fathom. You know. So it's hard, bro. Like, that's why I look at the gym, bro. Like, the people I got from the gym, bro, I want to look at them as my brothers I never had. You know what I'm saying? That I should have had from the beginning. Because everybody there is there for one reason. You know, I got a quote for y'all. Iron sharpens iron only if you get close enough to the sparks. So I want you to take that with you. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to really take that with you today. Um, we're gonna wrap it up. But being a man isn't about control, it's about character. So I know a lot of men, they lead with their money or they lead with what they do for people. It shouldn't be about that. It should be about this. And this is 100%. If you a good person, you don't got to say it. It's going to show. Because when you do good for others and when you be good to other people, they're going to speak highly of you. You know what I'm saying? They'll never let your name come underneath or be down there with the fools or any of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's everything. Bro, like, you got to think about it. People that want to be in control, they insecure. They shitty people in life. They go home, they lie to their wives, they lie to their kids, you know, they lie to themselves, and they know they lying to themselves, and it probably hurts them at the end of the day. But for the most part, you want to have some type of control, but not trying to control everybody around you like dictatorship or none of that. You don't want to be that type of person. You want to have a good character about yourself. You want to be the person that put the ladder down and let others climb up. So when your time of need comes, you don't never gotta question it. They there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna twist y'all real quick. Me being in the street, I put in some work that people rap about, people talk about, people act like they did, right? But it's certain people I could call in my life and they'll come right now because of my character. You get what I'm saying? I never let their name go underwater. I kept it above water like a, you know what I'm saying, a ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept it above water. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never about control with me. It never has and it never will be. You get what I'm saying? Your character, bro, your character could put you in rooms and take you places that money can't, bro. Money can't unlame a lame. I know y'all heard that before. Money can't unlame a lame. So it's people that lead with their pockets and they're in a little percentage in a little group. They get around people that's charismatic with charisma. They got love. People that love them for them. It bothers them because they think like, I got the money, or I did this, I did that. No, bro, just be you. Lead with your character, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your character is everything out here in this world. As a man, your character is everything. You get what I'm saying? I could have sandals on, a ripped shirt, ripped jeans. But if I show everybody around me sincere love and cater to them in ways that they've never been catered to before, and it could be just like this, man. Like, are you all right? All right, what's up? Acknowledging them, seeing that I see them. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this forever since I was a kid. You know why? Because there's people to this day that be like, man, that's Daryl. Man, Daryl this, Daryl that, Daryl this. You know what I'm saying? But one thing they can never say is that I'm a flawed person or I haven't been honest. I'll tell you the truth in a heartbeat. Because I know how it feels to be lied to and not told the truth. You get what I'm saying? I know how it feels to have people control you, dangle something over your head. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, people want to have this one up, and that's not good, man. You should have a character of, I want to see you be great. I want to show you I want to see you be great. You get what I'm saying? There's always, with us men, there be a lot of misunderstandings, right? But we should always be able to sit down and talk about anything that we going through, bro. Anything, because we men. You know what I'm saying? Women, they different from us. But men, if we men, we can talk about anything. There ain't nothing that we should be hiding from, you know? It's how you show up when it's hard and how you treat people. Think about this. Bro, in the lab, bro, I seen my uncle die. I seen him pass away, bro. I seen his life leave his body. Do you know what I did that same day? I still went to the gym with tears in my eyes, bro. Didn't say nothing. It was one dude that worked at the gym, and he the chief in Kenosha. He a chief of the fire department. Shout out to him. He hugged me, bro. He told the other officers, like, man, I'm not gonna let him leave. I want him, you know what I'm saying? They made my mom and my auntie go downstairs, you know what I'm saying? They made them go downstairs, bro. I stood right there. I told dude, you might have to take me to jail or we gonna die up in here about this. He came up the stairs. That was God sent. Cause one thing I wasn't gonna allow, bro, um, people disrespect you. You're not gonna disrespect. You're gonna disrespect some women. Okay, I'm here. I'm a man. Act the same way. If you're not willing to go all the way about that, then you might as well chill, bro. This my people. I gotta make sure that they good. I gotta make sure that they know that I know. that everything went how it was supposed to go. And he gave me an opportunity. You know, we shared plenty of hugs, handshakes every time I see him in the gym. Uh, he a good person. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, like I said, is how you treat people. And you gotta treat people good. You know, the people that treat people bad, they don't treat people bad. They live with it. And I can attest to this because I done been around a lot of people that treated me wrong, and nothing good happened in their life. And because I wish bad, I don't wish bad on nobody. But you don't do good people wrong, man, to get over on them. You should never want to do that. That is something that should never logically come in your mind. Like, I'm gonna let this person treat me good, and I'm gonna treat them bad when I'm not feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Or when things ain't going right for me, I'm gonna treat them bad. You should never do that. You should always stand on your 10. And that's the thing. People from the suburbs will never understand somebody from the trenches because we really had to go to war. People from the suburbs didn't. I'm not saying that made me better or none of that. But I can attest to how an army vet feel or somebody that went to war, how they feel. How they had to starve. How they had to fight all the time. How they had to do things that they didn't want to do to survive. You get what I'm saying? We learn how to treat people good regardless of circumstances. I don't treat nobody bad because they got lesser than me, or because they don't have a car, or because they don't got Jordans, or because they don't got $5 in their account. I don't treat nobody lesser than me. If anything, I treat them better than me. You get what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels. When you don't know how it feels, you got this thing where you tend to treat people bad because you think you're better because you have more. Don't be that type of man. That's not who we are. If you got something out of today's talk, man, I want you to share it with a brother, man, and let him know that you care, bro. Let him know that you're thinking about him. No matter what y'all went through, bro. You know, shout out to Day Day, bro. He know this, bro. I hugged, bro. You know why? We grew up from kids. Nothing that he did to me harmed me. It hurted my feelings because I love him, and we brothers. We brothers right now. Even though we don't be, he my brother. I couldn't see nobody doing nothing to him. Couldn't see nobody doing nothing to him. You understand that? But like I said, if you learn something from today, go share it with one of your brothers, man. Let them know you love them. You know what I'm saying? Hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can agree to disagree, but still be one. You get what I'm saying? That's all I got for y'all today on Locker Room Talk, man. I hope us as man, we could come together even when things get hard or when things don't seem correct. I want us to love each other, man. Cause we all we got, and you know the world they putting us upside down on top of our head, and the ones that ain't there yet, they looking at us like, man, he look crazy. But man, all of us, every dog shall have a day. You get what I'm saying? Every dog shall have a day. And to avoid that, man, we gotta have each other back, no matter what's going on, no matter how nobody feel. We gotta have each other back and be able to talk about everything, sit down, make things right, and love each other, man. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. And it's your boy, Mr. Lock-In, with another episode of Locker Room Talk. Peace.